No, I love this time of year. It's. I've always said this, and first of all, the weather's beautiful, the grass is green, and it's an optimistic time of year, and we're seeing new guys for the first time. These are run like academies. I think it's a great part of baseball. I told somebody once that spring training was my favorite time of the year, and they said, no, John, the playoffs are your favorite time of year. But anyway, this is my second favorite time.
Do you expect playoffs again this year, and how do you feel about the team?
I think we expect to be back. I think if you think about the teams, what JJ and Q have done, we've retooled this team. We were talking this morning, in 2023, we had. I remember talking to Q and JJ before a game. All of our position players that night, Freddie was catching, were at the minimum. There were 0 to 3 players, right? And that's not where you want to be. But Q at that time said, yeah, but John, when you have this type of opportunity to give young guys opportunity to develop, that bodes well for the future. And I think and then since then, we've obviously retooled the team with big guys, some veterans. So I'm pretty excited about this. There's that balance of young, developed talent and a good core of veterans now, which is different than where we were a couple of years ago.
John, if I could ask you a question on just your thoughts on Mayor Lucas saying that he wants to keep the team in downtown, and that's his stated goal for 2026.
Well, I appreciate him working, and I appreciate that he's working very hard at that. So I appreciate the work he's doing. We're not settled yet anywhere, but I would tell you, I don't think we're that far away. And as I mentioned at Royals Rally, I've got a great sense of time is no longer granted. When the Chiefs made this announcement this Saturday, there was a whole new wave of enthusiasm. Seriously, I don't mean that they weren't working hard, but there's a lot of effort being put forth, and we're still evaluating. Kansas, we're still evaluating multiple locations in this area, but I do appreciate the effort that's being put forth, not only by the mayor, but by the governor.
How important is it to be settled with this? This has been going on for a while.
Well, these are complicated processes. None of them are short, by the way. If you look at history, they're always long. They're multi-jurisdictional public-private partnerships. They're complicated. But I think it's time to kind of get on with it. I know our fans have stated fatigue, deal fatigue, whatever, and we've got that too. But this is a generational decision. It's very strategic, and we got to get it right.
Is it fair to say that Missouri is a preferred choice given the effort that they've been putting in? I don't think I categorize it that way, but I really appreciate what they're doing. And I think I mentioned that we have to be this is a business, and we have to be open-minded where to locate this. But I still have a bias for baseball being in the parties in the cultural center of our city. I mean, to have the ability to make it better. I think if that happens, that's going to be best for the area of the city at large. But we have to make sure we make the right one.
You talk about expectations for this ball club. It has to be good to have the higher expectations that are surrounding this team right now.
I think it's good to have it took a step back last year. We lost a couple of starting pitchers. We had a really difficult stretch. We had a winning season. We were in it till the end. I think so. We're definitely heading in the right direction. And if you look at the team, I paid the right amount.
Oh, was it here?
I was talking to Brian Sunway this morning. We think about rotation. It's strong. I'm not several the goal. We can't place that to be better. I mean, other additions too, but Matt Strong, one of the best left-handed lever to I feel really good about that. And I know there's a lot of there was a lot of talk about getting the big bat, but our outfield is just going to be better. That's improved for that done. And I'm very optimistic about see it cold and that Chris Goodrich both down. We're pretty excited about those two.
Nobody guys come through the here.
Do you feel like the front office did enough to improve the team?
I think they did. I think that JJ, like he's done since he was in this job, I think he has done all that he can. I think the guy working is trying to make us better every day. Even some of these little trades that on the margin, you never know when you have a buyer like he's not a roster invitee or something else just going to contribute. But even think back to the catch. You know, we had the depth of catch, or the Padres needed a catch. We traded Freddie, and we got 2 starting pitchers with 5 years of control. That's part of what we're seeing here on the pitching side. And then Brady Fault and Bailey Falter. You know, I know he had a tough time with it, but that's another advantage. So I think a lot of people want to measure it. You know, say this is a contender. You know, I don't cover that. It's based upon opportunity, right? If something else happens, you know, when my phone says JJ Pico, always answer. Because sometimes that's sometimes that's got a time limit on income.
Was there a limit to payroll increases at all this offseason that you gave, JJ?
You know, I think we always look at that as let's look at the opportunity, right? I think we're comfortable where our payroll is, but you know, I think if there's a way to make our team better, you evaluate the risk.
Just to circle back to the stadium for a second, you said Tim isn't on your side as far as what the Chiefs have done moving out, and how much will it just to accelerate the process? Does that mean that you just get
I still think you got to do it right. And when I say time, that's what I understand. I feel that way about our baseball team. I mean, I think in any business, you have opportunity, you should have a system. The way they were teaching when windows are open, you should plan around daily. So I think we have an opportunity to not see when you get this according forward. And that's what he's got me. I'm pretty sure about the changes. You know, these careers are short. These players, I was talking to Matt Strom today. I said in Clubhouse time, he said I like that time is short, and you know, these young guys, you know, a lot of people think you got a lot of time, but even, you know, 10 years it goes like that in the league. So when I'm talking about urgency, that's just me a business that I think you could always employ. You know, honestly, if you have a window, you got to run through it at least window's closed, and I feel that way about it. So you're being excited.
So the window is open, the opportunity is like a sense of maybe end of season where you might want to make a decision, or you still are just like yes.
Oh, I would say wait.
Wayne had
You know, if I could ask more precisely than that, but sooner rather than later, it's how I answer the time. It's good.